Well, identity theft is a major problem across Canada, costing people millions every single year. And it's also becoming more sophisticated, involving new technologies and complicated tactics, leaving victims with shattered credit ratings and mountains of debt. Joining me with a closer look at how they do it is identity theft expert at Dragonfly ID, Matt Kovard. Good to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
And I think as a lot of people are getting ready to do a lot of shopping for the holidays, this is the perfect timing for this segment. So there's a lot of questions I have about this because as I was preparing, I'm equally fascinated and frightened by what I've learned. So you say there are organized groups that are targeting individuals, and they take, when they find someone and can get in, it seems that they can take almost everything from them. So I want to know who and who's getting targeted,
okay.
How are they getting targeted, and then in what capacity do they get that information and their identity stolen from them?
Okay. Well, there are many faces of identity theft. I can touch on three, I'll keep it brief, and then focus on these targeted cases. I think everybody these days is familiar with what we call large-scale corporate data breaches. So that would be an organization that has a database with consumer information.
Okay.
A crime syndicate, a crime ring will infiltrate that database and extract information, personal information on subjects. Those are large scale. It can be hundreds of thousands to millions of people compromised. There was a recent Canadian data breach that's up to 6 million.
Okay.
Very prevalent. Those really shoot the statistics up in terms of numbers of people that can be compromised. You're probably more familiar with debit card or credit card skimming. So, being mindful of somebody observing over your shoulder, card readers on skimming devices. But those types of thefts are usually limited to one-time cash transaction, maxes, or an online spending spree. The financial institutions will shut them down quickly, suspend cards. But I think what you're more interested in, and it's probably less on the mind of most of Canadians, is these targeted cases.
Okay.
And in these cases, a victim is selected. That selection may be based on perceived net worth, so where you shop, what you drive, what you do for a living. That may be simple enough to cause you to become a victim.
Okay, so this is what starts to scare me. When you talk about particularly that last case, they say that identity thieves, you've found this, they actually have tactics that allow them to hide the fact that they have stolen your identity. So in many cases, you're walking around and not even knowing that this is happening. So how are they able to get away with that?
So when you're targeted, initially, there will be a online, so there's many resources available. Some of these perpetrators are parts of international crime syndicates, local or overseas. When you're selected, it may start with a social media online search campaign where they're looking for birth dates, names of relatives, things that people with maybe rudimentary passwords may not consider.
ABC 123.
Birthday, children's names, pets' names.
Yeah.
So it may be as simple as a targeting campaign where they can start to potentially unearth passwords, decrypt passwords. Now, if that is the case, then they can redirect electronic correspondence, redirect your email accounts. So the reason that these frauds are going on undetected is because the perpetrators have circumvented the red flag mechanisms. So you're no longer receiving your email; the perpetrator is receiving your email.
Oh my gosh!
But yeah, and even more common would be direct paper mail correspondence.
Okay, so before you get too far in there, because we only have a little bit of time, people are watching, going, "Oh my gosh!
Yes.
How do I protect myself?"
Right. Okay. So someone may have done a change of address on you. So a particular government institution is now sending correspondence to them. They can apply for a replacement driver's license or passport, social insurance number, your personal identifiers, their picture. Okay.
So am I checking my bank statements? Like, are those basics?
Absolutely. So bank statements, interestingly. Back when we all received paper bank statements, I think we tended to open those statements and look at them when we received them in the mail. Now with electronic statements, many people are guilty of letting those pile up for 3 to 4 months before they actually take the time to download that PDF and have a look at them.
Yeah.
And by then...
who knows what's happened?
Exactly.
We're going to do more on this. I want everyone to follow you and the work that you do to find out more, because especially now, more than ever, I think we need to get informed. So we really appreciate this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.